What is up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you how to create and manage smart lists. Okay, so you will see smart lists at the very top where it says contacts right here. So go and sign into your HighLevel account, click on your sub account. Then after that, on the left hand side, click on contacts. Once you're in there, you're going to see smart lists at the very top. Now, everybody that starts HighLevel, right? You guys all have the same, master list, which is all, right? So imagine all over here. See all on the left-hand side, top corner. That is basically your first smart list, right? It's your only smart list when you start up a HighLevel account. And that is giving you all your contacts that has ever, inputted their information you ever collected inside your HighLevel or sent into your HighLevel account, right? So that's all the information, all the contacts that you have. That's your master list. Now, the coolest thing about smart list is that you can create kind of segments of your list, right? Specific segments of your list. And that could be, you can do so much things when it comes to smart lists, but imagine like organizing all your Facebook leads or all your contacts that came from Google or everybody that, all your contacts that have, purchased from you, right? Our clients right now. And you can have lists like, let's say everybody that has an active, or sorry, a phone number in their contact, right? Or everybody that has an email in their contact, or everybody that is a new lead, right? That has not closed, or everybody that has booked an appointment but has not closed. All right. So there's so many things that you can do here. The main things that we use SmartList for is to kind of do segmented list for your team. So like that, they can either prioritize those contacts or just have your full, business a little bit more organized, right? Knowing, if I want to send out a blast to leads, I don't want to send that blast to people that have already purchased, right? So you can segment these lists. So it's just a one click. That's everybody that is a lead that has not purchased. I want to send a message to those people. Or if you want to have a list of, hey, these are only my buyers, right? These are people that have purchased something from me. You can do one click, that list pulls up and you can send them a message, or you can have your team work on them, whatever it is, right? In this case, we're going to do a few together. I'm going to show you the possibilities, but mainly I'm going to show you how to create a smart list, right? It's very easy, and also how to manage them and how you can share smart lists with other team members or everybody in your organization, right? Because when you are creating a smart list, it only lives on your profile until you can share it with other people. You can share it to specific people, or you can share it to everybody on your team. I'm going to show you how to do that all together. So let's say we're over here, contact, smart list, right? As you can see, I have a bunch of people in here. These are all test data in this sense. But one of the biggest and easiest ways to use smart list or create smart list is via tags, right? So let's say as someone is coming in, I'm tagging them new lead, or I'm tagging them the platform that they came from, right? So I'm tagging them like Google lead. In this case, let's see, like new lead, I'm tagging them people that have purchased, sold, people that have booked an appointment with me, booked a call. I'm tagging booked appointments, Google lead, Facebook lead, right? So let's say instead of looking at this full list, I want to look at a specific segment of this list, right? To do that, on the right-hand side, you're going to see where it says more filters on the top right. Click on that. This is the start of SmartList. This is how you do it. This is how you create SmartList right here with filters, right? So let's say I want to look at a specific tag. This is probably the easiest way to create SmartList is through tags. And let's say I want to do a SmartList of people so one tag. So they have a tag that is, let's say, Facebook leads, right? So let's say I want to create a SmartList, right? A view of people in my list that came from Facebook via the tag itself, right? So as you can see, I have two people here that came from Facebook. Once I have that filter, I can save it as a smart list at the very bottom. So as you can see here on the top, at the very bottom right, you see save as smart list. Click on that. And then here I can basically name it. So Facebook lead, right? Or Facebook leads. So as you can see here, now I have the all, right? That's my master list. And then if I want to quickly look at all my Facebook leads, I click on that and bam, here they are, right? Now this only works because everybody's getting tagged appropriately when they do come in from Facebook, right? That's another thing in another video where as soon as, let's say you have a Facebook lead form or a landing page that has a form that you're collecting information, but the only traffic that you're sending to that landing page is Facebook, we want to make sure that we're tagging those people immediately Facebook lead. So like that, we can see them on this list. Okay. The cool thing about SmartList too is that once you create them, they're basically dynamic. So let's see, like right now I have 2 people that came from Facebook, but let's say right now someone opts in, John Green, and John Green gets tagged Facebook lead. All right, let's see right here, Facebook. Right, let's say John Green just got tagged Facebook lead. Guess what? Now when I come back and I go into my smart list, you're gonna do a quick little refresh here. It's always a refresh. But now it's dynamic. I don't actually have to create any other list. It will actually add John Green to that list right away once it sees a tag. Give it a second here. And now let's click on it. Boom, there it is. So as you can see, it's dynamic. So you can create so many smart lists. I like to do it. You can do like channels, right? So Facebook leads, Google leads, you can do stuff like that. Another one I do like to do is like for my customers, right? So if I do tag, if I'm tagging, as soon as someone either joins the program, your coaching program, your product, or buys your product or service, what you can do is you can tag them sold, purchased, whatever it is. And in this case, I can do that. I can click on, filters. I search tag right here, tag, and then I do sold. That's my tag that I'm tagging people that purchase. As you can see, I have 2 people that sold here. And then I can click on the bottom right, save as smart list, and then I can say clients, right? Or buyers, however you want, right? This is a good list for you in regards to, let's say you have a new product that's coming out and you want to give your past buyers, first dibs and kind of show them the offer first. You can simply, instead of sending out that offer to everybody, you can go straight to your buyers first, right? Select them all and send an email or a text or put them in an automation or a workflow, or have your team manually call them, right? And follow up with them through this list first, right? So that's your buyers. In one click, I go from all contacts to buyers, which is cool. The next thing that you can do here is that you can combine filters to make even more kind of segmented lists, right? So let's say I want to do back over here and I'm doing more filters. And then now I want to combine filters, right? So I want to say, okay, people that have book call, right? So booked an appointment, right? So they have that tag. And I can do a little and feature here, right? And they do not have the tag sold, right? So tag is not, right, is not sold. So these are people that have booked an appointment with me but have not purchased. Okay, this is a very, very good list because they were right there. And maybe it's because they booked an appointment and they never showed, right? It was a no-show. Or they booked an appointment and said, hey, I have to, not right now is the best time, please follow up. Or they said, hey, we're just not interested right now at the moment. So you can combine tags to make specific lists, right? In this case, I'm going to do another smart list here. And these are going to be booked appointments, not sold, right? So that's another list that you can basically have your team or yourself kind of prioritize, because these people already took one action. Now it's just getting them, over that hump and actually becoming a client or a buyer. So that's how you can combine filters. And there's so much more to do inside the actual smart list. I'm just going to give you some more ideas here. I can also do things like, if I want to do like, a list of just, phone numbers, right? And I want to say, phone is not empty. So this will create a list of people that actually have phone numbers in here. And so this is very important in regards to, like, let's say you want to send a text blast. You don't want to send a text blast to people that don't have phone numbers in their contact, right? Because you're going to get an error. So phone is not empty, right? And I want to say, and let's say D&D, right? Their D&D is not enabled, right? So it's not enabled for SMS. And there I have a specific list, right? So as you can see, I have 10 records here. if I started off with, I think, 14. So these are people that have a phone number and the D&D is not enabled for SMS. So I can send out text messages. Another thing I like to do is I like to do phone again, and then I do phone is +1. That basically will do like a country code, right? So if I want to text to just people in the United States, I can click on phone is +1, apply that, and then now it will take off people that are not in the United States, don't have the +1 as the area code. And in this case, I think I have one person in here. So, oh, sorry, that's phone, and phone is +1, right? And phone is, and phone is +1. So that is basically people. This is a list of phone numbers that are not D&D enabled for SMS, and they're in the United States, which is perfect, right? So if I look at this list real quick, you can see here everybody is +1, which is perfect. Okay. Another thing I can do here is I can use this OR feature. So let's just say I do this real quick. So SMS is, or I can say good for SMS. This is very important, by the way. So if I'm very big on text blast, I don't want to send to people that are in D&D, of course, and also I don't want to send to people that don't have a phone number. So instead of in one click, I can go from 14. Let's say I have 14 records over here. This includes people that don't have phone numbers. This includes people like, for example, this one right here has a +508, which is a different country. I don't want to send that a text message to them because I'm not approved in that country. So I can just do one click, good for SMS, and bam, now I have the list of everybody that is has good phone numbers basically, and then I can select everybody on that list and then send a text blast to those people, right? Send SMS. So that's another good way to use SmartList. And then we can even get a little bit crazier and even do ORs, right? So if I want to have a list of people that are two things, right? I can do it in different ways. But let's say I'm going to clear all the filters here, right? I'm going to do more filters. And let's say I want to do tag is Facebook, right? So Facebook leads, right? Or tag is Google leads, right? So this is one way of doing that, Google leads. So basically this will combine the list of people that have Facebook or Google leads, right? In that sense. If I do it like this, Facebook, and then I put Google leads here, you're going to see that this will only apply to people that have both. And in this case, they don't. They're all tagged Facebook or Google in that sense. So it's not going to work like that. But I also have the option at the very bottom here that says any of, right? So this is almost like that OR feature inside tags altogether. So it's Facebook, people that have Facebook and Google leads. And if I do that, you're going to see the 4 in that sense. This is super cool. You can do so much with it. As you can see here, when it comes to the filters, you can see if they have email. So if email is not empty, I can see, people like that. I can also filter people that have email as empty, right? Email is empty. You can see, okay, I have these 2 people that I have a phone number, but no email. Let me, reach out to Dominic here, call him, see if I can get his email. So you can do stuff like that. Let's go over here really quick to see. Let me just scan through this real quick. I can also, see if address is empty or not empty, right? So if you're collecting, phone numbers, that's all. Addresses. That's one way you can do it. One of the ones I do like a lot is created. So this would be like people that just got created recently. So if you want to have a list of like, brand new signups, right? Instead of like old leads, you can do created less than, 7 days ago. And as you can see here, I have John Green here that was created today, right? So that's another cool list that you can do. Let's keep on going. Let's see what else I can see here. Tag is probably the most popular one. So if you're tagging everybody appropriately, SmartList is going to be so good for you. You can do things like time zone too, valid emails, right? So if I want to say, my emails are valid, I hit apply. Those are people that have validated their emails. You can do that all together right over here with email verification. Just a quick little, snippet here. If I go back over here to on my all list, right? Everybody on my list, I can select everybody, and you can basically do a quick little email verification where it passes all your contacts, all their emails through this process where it would say, hey, this person, it has a valid email or not, right? If there's a bounce, it's not valid. If it does deliver that test email, then it is valid. And then from there, you can actually come over here, click on, search email. And then from there, do, is email, sorry, I think I had a valid, there you go, email valid. So valid email is valid, invalid, or not validated. In this case, a lot of these guys, since they're tests, are not validated. But once you run them through that quick little email verification right over here at the top, you can then see, okay, I want to have a list of just valid emails, and then just email those people, which is very, very good too. Okay. Now, that's a really quick intro on how to create smart lists. Go ahead, try it out. Now you're going to have a bunch of smart lists here on the top. But as I said, you're the only one that sees these smart lists right now. So if you have another staff member that logs into your HighLevel account, to your sub account, they're not going to see these lists, right? How do you share them? How do you delete them? How do you edit them? Very, very simple. At the very top right, you're going to see Manage Smart List, okay? And again, we are in Contacts, and then top right, you're going to see Manage Smart List. From there, you can do a few things. You can copy smart lists, right? You can also share them. So let's say I want to do booked appointments. I want to share booked appointments that are not sold. I want to share that with my, other staff members. I can click on Manny, hit save. And then now that when Manny logs in, he's going to see that one booked appointment, no sold smart list. So that's how you share it. You can also edit the names here with a little pencil, right? So if I want to say, no sold instead of not sold, right? And I want to rename it, you can do it just like that. And then on the right-hand side, you can also delete smart list, okay? So you can click on the little trash can. Let's say I don't want to have the Facebook one anymore. Delete it, and bam. And then let's say I want to have it in a specific, order, right? So I want to have all, then I want to have my good for SMS, then I want to have my booked appointments, no sold, and then buyers. You can just switch it around by just drag and dropping right over here, right? So let's say I want to do good for SMS, booked appointments, buyers. That's my new way. Or I want to say buyers in the very front. You can reorder them right here, just like that, okay? So that is the full video on how to create, right? How to use SmartList in your favor, and then also how to manage it. All right, guys. I hope you found this super valuable. Click the like button if it did help you today. Also, if you want to learn more about HighLevel, I'm going to be breaking down the full system from top to bottom for a very long time. This is all I do 24/7. HighLevel has been really, really good to me, and I just wanted to show business owners how to use it to the best of their abilities. So subscribe to the channel, and then if you do have any question, put it in the comments down below. I'll make a video just for you guys. And other than that, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.